Hello, the Ballmeister, and welcome to Cluedo. Give me just a second. You're probably going to see the mic, or see the mouse go away for a second. I had to check audio setting real quick. So let's dive. Oh, nope, I'm not even here. We're just going to dive into single player. Just trying something new today. Nothing fancy, nothing exciting. However, I love Clue. We're going to go into Sherlock's board. And I'm going to be Constable Plum because I love the character of Professor Plum. So I'm going to go ahead and grab Sherlock himself. I'm going to have myself Moriarty. And there's Irene, there's Rusty, Dr. Watson. Yeah, let's grab Watson. Just real quick, change the girls to medium. Everyone else should be on medium. All right, 5 AIs, medium difficulty. On the Sherlock Holmes board. Let's go! Hope everyone's having a wonderful day, and I apologize for this really random change in the design here, in the content here, because we go from Little Nightmares 2, Scary Game, to Clue. By the way, it's the first time I've played this on my gaming tower, so I've got this. So in this case, who killed Dr. Black to win the game, you must find out who killed Dr. Black and what weapon and where. Alright. Random suspect weapon and room card will be secretly added to the envelope. These are the murder cards. Again, it's the first time I've played this on this on this computer. My silver laptop, you guys might see occasionally on stream. Usually close, sometimes not. That laptop is the one I've been playing it on, so. Alright, so it picks one of each of the suspect cards. The rest of the cards will be dealt out. Solve the murder by discovering what cards the other players have. No one has cards in the envelope. So it looks like we get the razor. I go first. The Diagnosis Club and the museum. Alright, so click on the dice to roll and move through the mansion. Everyone in the first turn, unless they are chosen for these, will pop up at the mansion. Alright, so first off, we'll have 6. Click on a valid room to enter. That makes a suggestion. Eliminate suspects, weapons, or rooms until you solve the murder. So I can go to the printing press, I can go to the department store, I can go to the... And I'm going to pronounce that word incorrectly. All game. I apologize. But the Diogenes Club? I don't know. We're going to go to the printing press. I like to go up and start my way and work. So start at the printing press, usually work clockwise. Because I usually just follow straight down the cart there. Make a suggestion involving any suspect, weapon, and the current room. If the next player has any of those cards they must secretly show one to you. If they can't help, the question passes clockwise until someone can show you a card. If no one can show you a card, most likely either you have the card and you're bluffing, or the card is the actual one. So, for now, I'm going to pick myself, and I'm going to pick the sword because I know it's not the razor. And it looks like Peacock's got me with the sword. However, because everyone has 3 cards, it's not completely out of line for somebody to have 3 cards, or to have all 3 of those cards. Notes are automatically added to the clue sheet to show what you learned after making a suggestion. A tick means that another player has a card. A cross means they don't have it. Your own cards have a line through the row. If no one has cards, it must be involved in the murder. Use the clue sheet to take your own notes and make deductions. Alright, so if we click on the clue sheet, by the way, if we know through deductive reasoning that, hey, this player no longer has these cards. Like, for example, if I've hit Peacock 3 times through the turn order, if I get her 3 times in a row, I can mark off the rest of the cards as X's until they pass through if they haven't already done so. That's just to confirm a suspicion that, hey, this player has this card. Question marks, you'll see a lot on mine. It's usually first time pass through. If there's multiple pass-throughs, like 2 or 3 times, if I use Plum and Scarlet keeps getting it, then I'll put an exclamation point. And I'm not sure what I'd ever use the back arrow for. For now, just click out, and we'll continue my turn. And I will... Excuse me. There's two ways you can end your turn. You can just end your turn so we can move on to the next player. Or you can make the final accusation. I think there's an achievement on Steam for making the final accusation on your first go, or whatever. But I'm not that lucky. Apologies, I need a drink to probably hear my self-stuff on the dry voice. By the way, I think it's a minimum of 4? Maybe. I think it's a minimum of 4 to the first room. I think it's 4 if you go straight across to, in this case, a printing press. However, it's not very common that I've played through that 2 characters... Oh, by the way, take a look here. Alright, so Plum is now definitely... showing off here. She now has 5 cards that I'm questioning because no one has stopped her yet. Or she's the first one to have stopped anybody. Moriarty has the advantage of going. He doesn't even, I mean, so for example, Moriarty. Oh, that was a huge stop right there. Huge stop right there. Of course, I'm nowhere near the dark alley. As I was trying to say, if you have a character that has 221 BB, streak, nice. If you have a character that ends up getting chosen, like for example, Sherlock's getting drugged here, you still have to roll. Mark those here because we've already gone through the cricket bat and it's been proven that Sherlock did not have the cricket bat, but he may have had one of the other 2. Anyway, before I continue on with this turn, yeah, so let's say Sherlock wants to just do it on my turn. All right, actually, there it is. When you make a suggestion in a room, you cannot stay there the next turn. You must move on. Unless, I mean, you can... So, for example, Sherlock got brought to 221B Baker Street. He can stay in that room and make a suggestion if he so chooses. Especially if he has 221B Baker Street. He can make... Oh, not to the Docker Alley. Let's just go to a pub. He can, in theory, go down the next room. Let's see. I want Moriarty. You know, I'm going to bluff. I'm grabbing the razor. Alright, so that's... excuse me. 2 cards from Peacock. That's intriguing. Speaking of Peacock, she finally gets to enter a room. She's going to choose the club. Moriarty with the cricket bat in the club. Let me change both of those to exclamation points just because I have the club, so I know it's not that, so it's either one of those 2. Alright, so what's up next? Alright, he's going to go to the club as well. Let's see what he pulls out. Because Watson's been the one that's stopping them here. So Moriarty, revolver this time. I'll put that there, but I'm also going to put a check mark on Moriarty. Alright, so Watson moves to Hyde Park. Sherlock with the cricket bat. Oops. And I'm going to, because you can circle or cross out items. I'm going to circle cricket bat for now because the only other one that would have it right now would be Watson. Everyone's going to the club even though it's not them. Change that there. Again, I do 2 or more. And we will continue on. I mean, of course, I can sit and play Cluedo all day. Who isn't going to this dang club? I mean, never mind the fact that I have the card, so no one's going to get it. Moriarty with cricket bat, and I have to digress and say I have the club. Granted, I feel bad because I really do hate it when somebody chooses that card. The worst roll I get is Snake Eyes because that doesn't get me anywhere to... So we know it's not Moriarty. We know it's not the pub. Let's go back to the printing press. I do like to try going back to certain areas. Choose myself again. This time I'll do the cricket bat with the printing press. All right, there we go. Printing press. I'll make a mark there, but cricket bat is the weapon. That seals my accusation. So now we'll just go. Next point, it becomes a question of who has what left. So I can eliminate 221B Baker Street by Sherlock because I have the razor. We already know that Plum is not the accused. And that also leaves 1 mark on Sherlock, too, for that matter. So up to the printing press. And again, I know already that Moriarty has the printing press card. Peacock, her first turn. I will give him a question mark, though, on Peacock, just because. He's only got 1. I mean, and it's possible. Like I have 2. What, I have 2 rooms in a weapon. It's completely and totally plausible. Oh. I'm gonna circle myself for now because it might be me. It's just finding the right building at this point. And I only have 4 left, and I might have an idea if I can get there, depending on where they shuffle me off to during the course of this. Moriarty chooses Peacock with the blowpipe. I'm going to put a question mark in for Sherlock. And a question mark also for the blowpipe. All right, Scarlet, where you got? 7. By the way, turn order also depends on who gets chosen to roll first, and then it follows down the card. And I'm going to put a question mark there because I don't know if he showed her Moriarty or if he showed her the department store. Uh-oh. Oh, when another player makes a suggestion involving your character, you move to the room in question. So, for example, I'm here in the museum. Four. I can stay in the museum, I can cross over to the dock using the secret passageway on each corner of the board, or I can go over to the department store. Let's test a hunch. Let's go to the department store. Why? Simple. Testing to see if Peacock is actually who is there. I mean, we know it's Cricket Bat. Oh. Is it who I'm thinking of? No. Moriarty had the department store. So now I think I need a bluff, or somebody else is going to get this before I do. Holmes with the cricket bat. And of course, I can't be certain because there's at least 2 or 3 of them with the same lineup. All right, Sherlock's turn. He's going to take himself with the truncheon. Then again, because I haven't had Scarlet disprove me yet, I'm going to pick Scarlet. Watson gets the best roll possible. He gets Hyde Park. All right, this is going to be a determination. It is not a Hyde Park. However, it is Peacock. So I'm going to do this. Mark off Scarlet, because I know she's got both Hyde Park and Plum. She may have Sherlock, too, for all I know. So I have a hunch. Or I already might too, but we'll see. Watson with the crit bat. I gotta show him the museum. It's Scarlet's turn. I either need to make it to the dock, or I need to make it to... I mean, we both know it's not me. Because you have me. Yep, the rooms in the corners have secret passages to the room on the opposite side of the mansion. So unless I roll a dang good roll to get myself into the dark alley, to confirm my suspicion that it is the dark alley. Because if it's... I mean, this literally will tell me if this is the dark alley or not. Because if it's... Because it's going to be Peacock, Cricket Bat, Dark Alley, unless Sherlock stops me. There you go. No one has these cards. They must all be involved in the murder. You're ready to make the final accusation. Constable Plum is going to make an accusation. Now, if you see all the X's in the row like that, it's going to automatically... I'm gonna try something real quick. I'm gonna circle Sherlock. Yep. But yeah, Peacock with the cricket bat in the dark alley. All right, now it's time for the cards. If it lets me flip the cards, I have a better chance of winning. On the converse side, if I don't flip the cards, or, especially like if an AI does it, they lose. Turn screen broke. Let's get out into the main menu. All right, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for indulging in my enjoyment of Cluedo. Tune back in next time for this time slot for more horror. Resident Evil 2 classic version. Until next time, I'm the Bumeister, and I have been obediently yours.